What's up, guys? It's David coming at you in glowing fashion for a first look at a recent release. We're looking at the Treehouse of Horror by the Simpsons Omnibus. Let's take a look at this. Wow, look at this. Look at it. Oh, look at my shirt. Oh, my glasses. Oh, my hands. Look. You don't know this, but I used to rape.
Are you giving me a light show?
You know it. Anyway, this book is really, really cool, guys. First off, it definitely shines in the glow like the
shines in the glow.
Shines in the dark. It glows in the dark. Glows in the dark. Leave that in there. So I had to glow up so I can match the book. Let's take a look at the front. This is the front of the slipcase. The spine and the back. Now watch this. Oh, this is so freaking cool. So when you take out the book, like if you see that part is kind of like glowing. So if I put it real quick, hold on. Look, I'm gonna put it in the black light. Look at that. So this actually glows in the dark, which is super, super cool. I thought that was one of the coolest, most unique covers that I've seen for a book. And it's, of course, it's The Simpsons, so you know it's really funny. It has some really cool characters, so that's really cool. It's only the front. The spine does not glow, neither does the back. It's just that front. So let's see. Yeah, none of the pages glow, just that. So I want to show you that real quick. And you know what? Before we get started, guys, if you want to win a $25 gift card, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you want to glow, and tell me if you want to go to Organic Price Book and get this book. Let's take a look at it. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look in the book. I really like this, like I said, the front that glows in the dark, and then the bookends, I think, are really unique. This is really cool as well. I like how all of them have like the same pattern, except for, of course, right here, which is Santa's Little Helper. So let's take a look in the book. As you can see, I'm still wearing my gloves. So basically, this is a really kind of anthology based off of the Little House of Horrors from The Simpsons. It has little stories that are basically maybe a couple pages long. And this one, for example, it's kind of like Little Shop of Horrors. You know, the plant eats Homer's toenail, and it gets a taste for human flesh. And so it's trying to eat all the kids, or it's trying to eat everybody. And, you know, it starts to look like Homer. So then they have to like stop it before it goes up and kills everybody, as you can see right there. So I think they use donuts to like kill it, or they use fire to kill it. So yeah, so they're just very short anthologies, and then in between them, you're gonna see little things like this. This is just kind of tells you about, you know, it's almost like a trading card that there's on there, and it has that quite a bit. But there's a lot of just little stories. It's basically a parody of the Body Snatchers. And they're all in pods, and basically the pods turn into the guys, and Homer has to like stop it. So it's pretty funny. They're funny. If you're a fan of The Simpsons, you'll really appreciate it. I just kind of found it to be not that I didn't like it. I thought it was pretty entertaining, but I was looking for stories. So look at this. It had like little cutouts that you could do. Of course, you're not going to cut it just out of the page, but it's funny how it has that like, it's basically like little advertisements almost in between them, but they're funny. They're based off of The Simpsons. There's one for look at that, trading cards. So it looks like horror cards, and then it shows on the back like what it is. And some of them have like costume contests that they do. So it's a bunch of little horror stories where a lot of the characters that you know and love from The Simpsons do die. Let me see if it has one. Look like this one's the Kang and Kodo spaceship Sue, and it has like different little characters that they have caught or stuff. It's pretty funny. This one they make fun of Family Guy because these are mutants that they use to stop another mutant. So it looks like the guys from Family Guy. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, so it's a lot of little stories collected of horror stories from The Simpsons. Which, you know, like I said, if you like The Simpsons, this is definitely something you want to get. Because like this one, this is one of my favorite ones, where it's the comic book guy's best costume ever, and he has a bunch of them, and it has like superheroes, Star Wars, Mr. Incredible, different ones, and there's a bunch of them spread throughout here, so that's really cool. And it's really true to the show. If you watch the show, if you watched the little what is it called again? The House of Horrors or the House of Terrors. There, it's very true to that. It's just very short stories that anything goes, and they take full advantage of that. There's stories about time traveling and like about monsters, about what is it? There's another one about there's a lot about aliens, cults. So it's just a bunch of different stories. This one's the tattoos predict what's gonna happen in the future. So like Lisa's upset about it. It's crazy. But it's very colorful, like I said, very colorful. I just kind of wish there was a more cohesive story, but I'm coming at it from a viewpoint of, there's not a story, when really it should be taken in a lighthearted book, in the sense that it's just a bunch of collected stories of the little Treehouse of Horror. So that's the way to see it, and that's probably the best way to come at it and appreciate it for what it is, which is just little stories that don't really have a big, giant, cohesive story at the end or anything like that. It's just enjoying these little Halloween stories that you get. Look at this. These are all the costume contests that they did. That's pretty funny. So I really appreciate that. And there's different styles. Like this one's like more artistic with the shadows and all that. There's some that's more like this one's more like the actual show. There's another one that's like you see this one's a little bit different. So there's the artists definitely take more liberties with the coloring and with the drawing style. See right there, and I like that. I think that's that artistic liberty is really great. Oh, right there, I like that a lot, and I appreciate that for what it's worth. Especially if let's say they get you to write a story for this, you definitely want to put your own twist to it or your own mark on it so that it's recognizable for your fans. So that's really cool. I like that. Or this one looks like it's basically like a pencil, like they actually drew it with crayons or colors, so that's really cool. This one is a parody of the Lord of the Rings, so it's drawn in the style of the old Lord of the Rings comic book or cartoon. So again, I appreciate that for what it is. I was just expecting something else, and now I'm just thinking about it like it was fun. It was a fun little read. It wasn't too hard to follow, and you're enjoying the stories that are a couple. Some of them are like one page, seriously. Some of them are like 1 or 2 pages. The other ones, there's some that interlap between what they've caught before. Just like, for one, it's like Homer's in a psychiatrist asking what his issues is, and the guy's like, is it like body snatchers, or is it like this, like that? So it's pretty funny. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was true to the character forms of the show. So if you're a fan of The Simpsons, you would definitely want to get this. I think my favorite part is a little Treehouse of Horror from The Simpsons. That's one of my favorite parts of the show. So I'm glad that we got to see this in a book that you can, read and show off or show to your friends. This is called the Omnibus Volume 1, Scary Tales and Scarier Tentacles. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, almost every character from the show is on there, which I really like as well. And look at this, different styles. And then over here, it'll tell you, like, for example, a creator index tells you all the different creators on there. So you get a lot of different information, or different artists coming in to write that, and it's pretty cool. And then let's check the other book in. The other book in also has a little sneak or a little Easter egg with Bart with tentacles, which I appreciated as well. And there you go. So this is the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Omnibus Volume 1, Scary Tales and Scarier Tentacles. You can get it at organicpricedbooks.com. And I will see you guys in the next scary book.